Hey there, Capricorns. Welcome to your February 2025 messages for the month. Don't forget, I go live Monday through Thursday, 11 a.m. Eastern Time with free mini reads. And if you would like to meet your spirit guides or master the law of attraction, I put together some free meditations and a mini course for you that after the live, I'll put a link up there. And of course, if you guys would like a personal reading, I will put that link in the comment down below. But let's go ahead and get to your messages for the month, Capricorn. So it looks like your theme for this month, Capricorn, is honestly like how to let go and move on. There's a little bit of you went through a hard time. Like it would have been a hard time, like the Devil card combined with the Ten of Swords, combined with the Tower card. Like it was just not a fun time. So it kind of looks like you overcompensated a little bit and went to this ultra kind of just tried to be as peaceful and mellow as you can. The difference is you tried to go peaceful, mellow, and calm, but you kind of forgot about the forward movement in your life, Capricorn. You forgot about that some of the focus should also be on happiness and contentment. You just went to, I don't want to get hurt. I only want peace and calm. And so it kind of looks like you've been stuck in a little bit of stagnation of if it's not peaceful and calm, I'm not doing it. So you're like a little bit of a mini rebirth. I guess I could show you guys the cards. And say hi for tuning on live. So it looks like you've recently been trying to manifest getting happier. And honestly, it kind of looks like just more energy in general, Capricorn. Like you just want energy to even think about to be able to do things, And it does look like you've been manifesting that. It's been coming in, trickling in, the more energy, the more positive attitude that maybe you're working out and stuff. I think you're a little unprepared that this is going to require a little bit of a mini rebirth out of you, not like the World card where it's a full 180, completely different perspective of living life on Earth. But it just, the mini rebirth is about letting go and moving on. And it's the one little you're moving forward, you're leaning forward, but you've got your left toe dipping in the old, and it kind of looks like it's but how can I move on to this greener field and happier field when they did me wrong, this bad thing happened? And it's almost as if I don't want them to see me happy, because then they're not going to realize how bad they messed up, how much they hurt me. It looks like there wasn't closure from whatever kind of big, hairy, scary thing happened to you. And this would have been probably a long time ago. It definitely made you crash and wind down and slow your life, whatever it was. It looks like you didn't get closure. You didn't get, psychology terms, you didn't get rupture and repair. When there's a rupture in a relationship, then how do you repair it so you feel close again? And being blunt, Capricorn, it looks like you're never going to get that. You're never going to get it. So continuing to look for it is now you choosing to hurt yourself. And I get that whatever they did, Capricorn, it was big, bad, hairy, scary. Okay. But now it's a choice. Do you want to keep hurting yourself by staying stuck there? Because these people aren't going to wake up and have an epiphany and realize it someday. Capricorn, what else does Capricorn need to hear about this situation that happened? Yeah. Spirit wants to talk to you guys. Capricorn, being blunt. If you guys want to keep focusing on the big, bad, hairy, scary thing from the past, you're going to keep your energy deflated. You're going to keep feeling hopeless. But it's time for you to uptick and just forward and move forward to happiness. We do promise you that if you go through this, take this leap with us, I'm willing to be happy. Our borrowing from the law of attraction course we created with Kelly. Use this affirmation daily. I am now committed to living life in outrageous joy. I allow my vibes to shift to outrageous joy each and every day. If you're just willing to take that leap, you're going to get a whole new perspective on that situation that's going to blow your mind and help you solidify living life for the long haul in happiness, because that's where we want you, Capricorn. We want you guys in happiness and enjoying and delighting. And just because this thing happened, it doesn't mean you can't have what you want. It means it's coming from a different way, a different source, a different avenue than how you expect it to. And not only you, but we will admit for some of you how common society usually expects it to happen. You came down to live a unique and eclectic life. So let us start working our magic again, please. Woo! Damn, Capricorn. Let me know what you thought of that. Okay, because it looks like how this is playing out in your day-to-day life. Yeah, it just looks like 3/4 of you is like, how do I say this to you guys? You just want to dim your light because you don't want them to think that it was okay what they did. But Capricorn, I'm so sorry to say it. They don't realize that what they did was wrong or bad. And they're never going to. You're never going to get the apology. You're never, I think the thing that hurts the most is that you got the soulmates cards there. So I want to give you a new definition of the word soulmate. A soulmate is a person who helps you grow your capacity to love. Is this person not helping you do that? Are they not helping you find forgiveness from like deep within? Are they, and forgiveness, the definition of forgiveness is choosing to not use them as a reason for holding yourself back. When you can find out how to do that, that's when your capacity to love just grows. And so this person was obviously near and dear to your heart, maybe a family member, maybe a lover. They grew your capacity to love. Like your soul contract with them is done. It's time for you to grow your capacity to love and like move on. And it's knowing that whatever new relationship you may or may not form with them, but for those of you who are going to reform a new relationship with them, it is okay to keep that memory and know these are the topics that I just will never touch with them. But what Spirit wants to speak to you guys again. But what you're going to find, Capricorn, is that the new ways you guys connect will be better and flourish more than ever before and will help you bounce back into a state of happiness and get all the things that you want, which for you guys, we know it's a lover and, of course, money. That incident helped you narrow how you want that connection with them to look. So focus on that narrowed connection and write that. We always encourage a 15-minute meditation every day and writing a list of 10 things you either find satisfying or that you appreciate. Right? Just start with 2 to 3, get up to 5 to 10. Of the new relationship I formed with them, here's what I'm enjoying about it. Because then you'll be able to get that enjoyment out of it. And this other area of companionship, love, and connection that you need, you will get off that topic and you're just focusing on what you enjoy. We can then come in and bring in all the people that are going to help you get this kind of connection that you want, whether it's reconnection with other family, deeper connections with friends, or new people in your life. Capricorn, let us work our magic with you. Capricorns, you're going to have to give me some comments about this afterwards. Okay, so it looks like in your recent past, you got love on the mind, Capricorn. In your recent past, it looks like there was a start to a romantic relationship, but in the current energy, your energy is love. Not, how do I say this? You're viewing it as a wasted resource, wasted energy to spend any more time like on that person. Okay, well, come on, Spirit. Give us a little more on the love. Oh, they were an option. They were a genuine option for you, and it was a good option. They were a good option. You got the protector card. You got the romantic. So this option definitely like was a lot of the things, values, traits, qualities that you wanted in a mate. Yeah. I think wow. I'm so sorry that you're not with them right now, Capricorn, because it looks like it was like whoa, you're everything I wanted. It looks like in both of you, there's a little bit of an active, like wanderer vibe, which is where you guys didn't come down to be like solid people. You know, in the Eckhart Tolle, I think it was the book called New Earth. I don't think it wasn't The Power of Now. One of his books is where it's a dialogue. It's not that book. It's the other one. At the end of it, he talks about there's like two kind of types of people. There are the stabilizers, the people who came down to like work the 9-to-5s, and they're so happy. They're so content with it. You know, they stabilize Earth so that society functions. So we should appreciate them. They pave the roads. They transport the goods. They get our mail delivered. they make these laptops that make these lives possible. So they're the stabilizers. They hold the energy and they do those jobs that help society function. But then there's the people that came to like shift and form and transform well, how do we get people on Earth to Mars, Or even if we're not like on that grand of scale, how does someone born into a situation like me expand into enjoying love in a more romantic way? So it's just people who have that kind of growth mindset and like doing that inner work to discover new ways to live life. You guys both had that. I love it, Concha. You guys both had that energy, which made it hard for you to like keep up with each other. So there was like a little insecurity and doubt between the two of you of like, wait, do they like me? Do they not? Their energy shifted. I don't feel it coming inbound, but it's not that it wasn't inbound from like you and them to you. It's that it kept shifting because you guys were like really sparked a lot of movement in each other's lives. So whatever it was beautiful. Okay, I can tell you that. For whatever reason, though, you just decided that putting a lot of energy there is not worth your time and your resources. It felt too chaotic. It wasn't stable. Oh, interesting. You got the Bridge and the Veil Major Arcana card. So whatever the relationship with this person was, it was making you realize like, oh, the grass is greener on the other side, from like single to partnered up. It did kind of awaken that within you. And believe it or not, Capricorn, it wasn't just the other person. Even if they were, being a sneaky sneak or like doing some stuff, you weren't, because like the next card in the future is the Veil. And that's where you do like cross to the other side. You cross to the new way of being, So you got scared a little. Even if they had a legitimate reason, or you had a legitimate reason for like actions they were taking as to why they weren't a good partner, it's like, it is kind of time to go, if I were married, I'm afraid that. If I were in a committed relationship and they were living with me and we're sharing finances, I feel afraid that. Like, write those, because those are the fears that you got to deal with if you want to get it, because it does look like coming into the near future, like that crossing's happening for you, Capricorn. Wow, that's a big shift for you. All I can tell you is that it's not going to be one of those smooth transitions of like a light bulb moment where you're like, oh, this is the new way to view it. Here's the love of my life. It is going to feel a little like I'm leaving a good life to go towards that. And I don't know if that's good. My single life is really good. I don't know if this coupling's really good. And it seems like before you used to really like dream about it and like bask on it, but it was never grounded. I want a man who's this or that. And when we're together, we'll be doing blah, 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 blah. Instead of, I'm in a relationship. I have a great relationship. I feel good in my relationship. I have an amazing partner. I am so lucky to have such a great partner where we get along so well. So that's kind of like a shift. If you don't want to do the limiting belief exercise I mentioned, you could just go, of course I have fears about being in a relationship, and whoever I'm with, I feel secure with them. It's the easiest decision I've ever made to be with them. And it's going to be one that I make peacefully and happily. It looks like, sorry for my alarm going off. It is going to be like a happy transformation, right? But the peacock's like a little bit more mysterious, a little bit more mischievous than like, say, the swan. So it's just recognizing that in this case, spirit is not going to be able to fully give you reassurance. You're safe. Take the step. It's going to be one of those things where you have to embrace that this new steps comes with insecurity, because there's 5 steps to law of attraction. There's a 6th step, but the 6th step is really just a deeper understanding of the previous steps. And that is where you embrace that any new manifestation has low vibes with it, because anything new for you has insecurity, which is a low vibe. So this is where you go, you know what? I've never been to, I don't know, say Tahiti. I've seen other Americans go there, and it didn't reassure me enough. I'm still afraid, and I'm always going to be afraid until I go there and I'm safe. And I don't even know the country Tahiti, so this is nothing about Tahiti. I just had to say a different country than where I live. It's just where you got to embrace, I feel afraid, and I'm really still ready to discover how good it can be. I'm ready to discover if I like it or not. I do have a good single life, so I can always go back to it. And I'm ready to explore and experience what it's like to be in that we kind of a relationship. I'm strong, I'm independent. I know I could always uncouple and go back to what I previously had. That's the sense of safety and security and reassurance that I have. And now I'm looking forward to move forward in life and seeing what else spirit and the universe has for me. I'm ready to see how good it can be in a relationship and how much I could thoroughly enjoy it. Guide me to that person. Okay, because it looks like your personal power this month is Nine of Lotuses. And look at it. It's literally flowers rolling down a stream. But do look that the stream is fast. The current's fast. So it is a little bit of a trust fall. So it does look like your life is going to have an uptick, but your power is like stay grounded. It does look like you're really going to need to ground, Capricorn, because you're going to have a huge uptick in movement and energy and action of things you have to do in productivity, accomplishment, achievement. So you want to stay grounded and also just enjoy and trust that these good times can come. Like that's your personal power. Because remember in the beginning, we were talking about rebirth, all that ucky, yucky, stuck feeling, all that like maybe depression, hopeless, leaving that. So it's your personal power is literally to just, it's okay for me to move into happiness. Here's what I'm enjoying. So ground and write that daily satisfaction list. And then write, here's what I'm enjoying about what's going well in my life. And I'm just going to trust that I can be happy again and I can enjoy life. Damn, I'm a Capricorn too. This is a good message. This is a good message. Okay, in terms of outside influences around you, dang, well, everyone around you right now, maybe not everyone, but almost everyone around you is definitely like helping you mend your heart. Like your heart is just from the work that you've done and also energy other people are sending you, or just helping you heal so you feel whole and complete. And Capricorn, I would say that I would expect some communication from whoever that lover was of yours. It is going to be like an eruption out of nowhere. It's not the Knight of Sword cards, which is where they like come into your life, knock on your door, and take you out to dinner every day. It's the Nine of Embers. So it's kind of like, it's not one that once they sense you move on, because it's not a toxic connection with this person, but it's once they kind of sense that the disappointment and negative emotions you felt around them have been soothed, it's going to be like a so I would expect communication, and I would expect a little bit of how do I say this? They're gonna want to try to be more we-like with you than they previously were. You got the Shore card here though. And like, look at the card. It's turbulent times, right? So it's kind of like going to be eruption of energy. It is going to be that like where you start seeing glimpses and glimmers of positive stuff in the future for yourself, which is what you like. And you really liked that about this person, that it got you back into your old sense of being of let's go. Where's adventure? Let's go. In terms of the Shore, what I would say those turbulent times is that you got to recognize that when there's two unstable people in a relationship, two people who are growth mindset, you're going to have to embrace that that relationship doesn't have that steady rock. The steady rock can be, not saying you're going to have this with this person, but if you choose a relationship with another growth mindset person, that the stableness will come from you guys do commit to each other and you both know that you both want each other, and that it will be like a continual process of like, ooh, your energy shifted. Does the new you still like me? And then when you talk and get together and figure out the new way you connect, it'll be like, okay. But then sometimes you'll be the one growing and shifting. And then they'll be like, wait, what? You don't want to do our meditation and yoga in the morning? Oh my God, no. I just like cleaned up 5 inner kids the night before and I have this new vision for what I want to do. I can't spend my mornings up, but I love you. I want to connect. How can we, is it like, maybe you can find a different time to do that activity, or maybe you guys do those activities independent and find a new hobby to do together. So it's more like once you guys find that way to reconnect 2 or 3 times, that's when you'd get your sense of stability with either that partner or someone new. Okay. In terms of your hopes or fears for this month, being blunt, Capricorn, you're afraid of engulfment in relationships. Like that's your biggest fear that you got to work through in relationships. You're just afraid of If I enter into relationships, it's going to be all consuming. Like they're going to smother my emotions. They're going to need me all the time. They're not going to give me room and space to breathe. This is where, I mean, sure, you can go do parts work, inner child work, whatever, EFT tapping, whatever you want to do or got to do on that topic. But it could also be one where you just reassure yourself, I'm never going to feel 100% confident moving into a relationship given my past. This is one where I get to wait and see how it goes. Do they go a week or two, reconnect with this person or a new person? Are they engulfing you? Because someone who is that, like, if you want to use the word toxic or unhealthy, they'll show those signs very early on. You didn't call me back. Why not? What were you doing? Who were you with? Like they'll show those signs early. And everything I've heard from all like the dating coaches, it takes about 3 months to really get to know someone when like that facade kind of drops off, even if the person wasn't intentionally trying to do a facade. So know that and pace your emotional investment. I like this person. I want to continue to get to know them. Here's a few like sweet little things I want to do for them to connect a little more. Let's keep seeing how it goes. I'm not going to like dive all in because that's a toxic, unhealthy trait too. I'm going to test it. Yeah, that's going to be a lot of good spiritual growth for you. And that's going to be the end of a cycle for you, Capricorn, that will lead you to love. And love will feel far more uplifting, entertaining, nourishing, energizing for you. You're letting go of the cycle of like giving your all to someone and seeing how they react. Instead, it'll be like, oh my God, that coffee date was so good. Thank you so much for taking me out. I had such a good time. And then energetically, I hope to see them again. I'd love to connect with them again. See what happens between the two of you. You guys connect again, a good phone call. Thank you for calling me. That phone call was so good. I'd love to hear from you again. You do this, instead of, oh my God, I've waited 39 years for you. You just go, I loved that phone call. Thank you so much. I really hope to hear from you again. I hope you enjoyed it too. That's what's going to like be the cycle completion for you to have nourishing love. This is going to be a really healing month for you. So in terms of your outcome, okay, oh no, they're saying that's a further clarifying card for this one. Okay. Oh, it looks like there is going to be a little bit of disappointment in what like love and a relationship can bring and add value to your life. I think like part of that cycle that you were letting go of, that's this card. That's this card. Ending a cycle. And that's a major arcana card. So that's like a huge cycle you're ending. You're going to be a little disappointed and like, oh, that's what a relationship is. Oh, this is what it adds to my life. Oh, this is what I had to give up to get it. Okay, it's still worth it. And because it looks like you had this like big grand vision of what a love life should be for you. And you thought it was going to be that I'm whole, I'm complete. Someone picked me, someone chose me. And there was this book I read where he talked about a love life versus a love story versus a life story. So you have that love story in your mind, that Romeo and Juliet, they complete me. When I'm not with them, I don't feel complete. I need them. I'm pining for them. I'm desperate for them. But all of those love stories, Tristan and Isolde, Romeo and Juliet, there's tons of them. That's the only ones I can think of off the top of my head. They all end in tragedy. A life story is that person that you can integrate with on the day-to-day. How do we manage a household together? How do we split chores? How do we like do chores and see each other every single day and still keep things spicy? How often do we need to connect and have some space so that we have that romance, that tension? So you're going to realize, like, I want to give you this other definition of love I heard. And I think this is from one of the Stoic books. It was, love is to witness someone's life. It's to be that front row person to that person's life for their lifetime. Sometimes things aren't going to go well for them. You're the front row person to that. Sometimes things are going to be going phenomenally well. You're the first person they're going to come run and celebrate with. Things don't go well, you're going to be the first person they come and go, babe, I need a hug. I'm so sad. So I think you're going to recognize that it is more about witnessing each other's life and seeing, how can I support them in this stage that they're at? Oh, I feel disappointed that these 3 needs I'm not getting met from them. Guess I got to go make a friend to do that hobby. We used to lift weights together. They got in a car accident. Got to go lift with someone else. So it's like you're gonna just have oh, this is what a romantic love life is like. And you're gonna like come to terms with it. Okay, in terms of outcome, be good, be good. Oh, no, man. Capricorn. Uh, no. Well, what in the world? The clarifying card's good. That clarifying card is good. That clarifying card is good. That's interesting. Okay, so cards, what are you trying to say to Capricorns? If you'd like a personal reading, I'm happy to do it after I wrap up this reading. I just request a $20 super chat to do it. Okay, so Capricorns, your outcome for this month, it does look like there's gonna be a bit of sadness, and it does look like it's sadness about what you can honestly expect out of a relationship. Whatever, which that makes sense, guys, because sometimes when you go and like train for a race, like a half marathon, you're like, oh, I'm gonna feel so good, I'm gonna be so cool and so popular afterwards. You go and run the race, you win it, you get the gold, you have people cheering for you at the end, and you feel like really, really good. And like 2 weeks later, you're like, wait, I don't know if I want to keep this up every month running races. And oh, all these people were celebrating, cheering for me. They were more party friends than actual friends. Some of them remained lifelong friends, but some of them were just like party friends. So there's just going to be that. It's literally just going to be a month of you fully understanding like love and relationships and what to expect out of them, what to get out of them. It does kind of like you are gonna embrace, okay, I see what they're truly about and I'm in. And all this growth that you're going to go through is going to make you start looking back very positively on your past. And it does seem like whatever happened the years ago, the big, hairy, scary thing they said in the beginning of the reading, it does look like you're going to be able to look back on it and go, oh my God, that's why it had to happen that way. I'm so proud of myself for moving through that swamp and keep going. Yeah, it looks like there's gonna be sadness, but it looks like you're gonna feel proud of yourself for sure. And you are gonna find like a peaceful, contentful happiness, like an embracing of, okay, I get it. This is what like love is. This is what work is. And that makes sense, guys. When you're younger, you go, oh my God, this is the company I'm going to work at forever. I found my place. You pour your heart into it, you get laid off. You do it again at the next one, and you're like, wait, they laid off those 5 people? Oh, this isn't like family. So then you pull back a little, but then you recognize how to go back in to thoroughly enjoy it because you recognize, oh, this is how to approach and view work. I do like the paycheck. I do like what it provides. It's not supposed to satisfy all parts of me. Sometimes I get some friends for outside of work. Sometimes I get other areas of my life met, but this is what it provides. And it definitely looks like for you, it's going to be like love and friendships. So it looks like you're going to rely on friendships to meet more of your needs. It does look like you kind of closed off. It's like, no, I need a partner so I can be this happiness. But now it's like, oh, I get it. My partner may not always be able to go to the gym with me. They might have to work overtime. They might have a project. They might strain their ankle. So you're going to learn how to like ebb and flow with all of your relationships. It's really going to leave you feeling whole and satisfied. So it'll be like, babe, it's okay. I know you can't go. I'm going to miss you. I'm just going to go by myself. Or, babe, it's okay. Like, yes, I miss you and I can't wait till we can do it again together. I'm bummed we can't do it for 6 months, but I like taking care of you while you're healing up, honey. I'm going to get a new gym buddy, though. I hope it's someone you like and I hope it's someone you're not jealous of, but I do need a gym buddy. You know I do. So you're going to have that more kind of like whole, complete, satisfied view of life, which is ultimately going to leave you feeling like more complete as like I get this whole love yourself first, put yourself first, while also being able to like put another person first and be the front row person to witness their life and also allow room for them to witness your life. You're going to like kind of recognize your power to choose to settle in a relationship and also still manifest other good stuff for you. All right, Capricorn, that was a really long reading. I normally don't go that long. So I hope you liked that. And I hope to see you at one of the High Vibe morning shows. I hope you guys have a great day. Bye.